maybe we can step away from the tournament talk and talk a little bit about Smash. I thought that, and this is me being completely disconnected, that they were going to stop doing pretty big updates after the Bayonetta release. But they're still continuing to patch and actively change stuff.
Okay, so this is interesting story time real quick. So after Genesis, I was told, by pretty much, they pretty much said it. I think they announced it in some way or another.
Yeah.
That this is it, last patch, it's done. But then what happened was that when Bayonetta was released, when Bayonetta was first released, I thought she was not that good of a character because I thought that everyone will be able to, escape her combos.
Everybody else said she was crazy. This is what I heard.
Yeah, this is the funny part. I was the only person who said she wasn't that good.
All right.
And then we actually realized that you cannot escape her combos at all. You can't do anything. You just get hit.
Yeah, that sounds really strong. That seems like a strong character.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And her witch time was also like ridiculous. You will be stunned for several seconds at a time. You can do anything you wanted. So yeah, I realized, I was just totally wrong in that call. And then they realized that there was like a glitch in the game. I think Corrin had a random glitch with another character. You could grab them. I think it was Zursuit. Can't remember up too well, but it was basically like a random glitch that you grab a character and they can't do anything about it, so they just get stuck.
Okay.
So they had to definitely patch the game again because they weren't just going to let that happen because people made a big deal about it.
Right.
So then there was another patch randomly. Everyone thought they were just going to fix the glitch. Well, no, they dropped like the biggest patch of all time.
Right,
They
more balance changes.
They nerfed like every top tier character. They nerfed the crap out of Bayonetta. They nerfed a bunch of stuff. They buff a bunch of stuff. It was one of the craziest patches. I think I had to make like 10 videos to cover like all the things that was too much. And then after that, everyone's like, okay, patches are over. We're good to go. And then one random night, we're just like moving around. And then Nintendo's like, oh yeah, there's going to be a maintenance down tonight. Please understand.
Right.
So we have to download it, right? And then it's a patch, huge patch again. So
that's really funny. So they just keep you guys on your feet, I guess.
Yeah, we have. I honestly, like, people assume I have like this special connection with Sakurai.
Yeah.
And I know every patch and I have input and Sakurai goes, okay, Zero, what character are we going to nerf now? I have no say. In fact, I think that the players, right? I feel like other people in the community may know about it. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't think so even. But the top players, we have no input whatsoever, and I think they purposely try to make it so we don't know.
Right.
Yeah, so it's...
I mean, it seems that way if they're suddenly throwing out maintenance and you guys have no idea what it is.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure in League, like, the players have more...
Yeah, there's a whole PBE testing experience and all that stuff, so a little bit different. I mean, a lot of other games, I think, have that as well, but Nintendo definitely likes to keep their cards close to their chest, I guess.
I mean, I wish it was just ads. Like, that would be nice.
Well... I guess that's the way it goes with Nintendo. So let's talk a little bit about, I mean, I guess I'd like to know, do you think that they're just going to keep patching and patching and then this is going to keep evolving? Because again, we thought that it was going to be done with the Bayonetta patch, but now there's been several more. So do you think that they're just going to keep doing this, or is it all kind of up in the air? Nobody knows if they're ever in the final stage of Smash.
I think the patches are probably in their final stages right now because I feel like a lot of the things that they wanted to fix in the game are coming to a close. I feel like there's very few loose ends that they have to fix right now. Probably one of the last few things they're going to do, if they ever do anything, is buff some of the worst characters right now, which are everyone. Like, they even made a website, right, which is called Buff Jigglypuff.
Okay, all right.
And then Jigglypuff, right, is Hungerbox's character in Melee.
No, I know.
And he often talks about on Twitter how she's the worst character in the game in Smash 4, which I can't really disagree with because, if she's not the worst, then who is the worst? Like, I don't think it's Ganon, I don't think it's Link, so it has to be one of those two.
Yeah.
So so that's going on, and more so than anything, Sakurai did mention that the staff for the game, the people that made the game, most of them are not working in the game anymore. So that means that the support staff that's working in Smash 4 currently is very little. Like, it must be like a small team of just a few people. And I'm pretty sure they're not going to just work on this forever. So they have to stop.
They have to move on to NX, probably, right? Maybe an NX for Smash?
I don't know.
We'll see. Smash NX. I mean, you got to figure they're putting one out for every platform, right? So we'll see.
I feel like they worked too hard on this game to just, say, oh, we're going to make another Smash game in 2 more years. I feel like they worked too hard for this one because Smash 4, varying everything that anyone says. It's a game that took a tremendous amount of effort. Just imagine licensing, trying to get Cloud, Sonic, Pac-Man, and Mega Man, and Mario all in the same game. That's just a mess. I can't even like imagine the email chains, like just thousands of them.
Yeah, that's probably true, and the contracts and all that. But
that's a mess.
yeah, I mean, on the other hand, Smash sells consoles, right? Nintendo consoles. I'm sure they're going to want to sell the next one, so we'll see.
I think what they may do is that they may port Smash 4 to NX to give it maybe better graphics. Make like a updated version or like a plus version of Smash 4, so you get more stages, maybe a few more characters, and maybe one random patch, and that's the NX version, the final version of Smash 4. Maybe they'll call it Smash 4 2.0. Who knows?
I mean, does that stuff get you excited, the idea of a new Smash, or are you sort of like, oh God, I know this game, don't change it up on me?
I mean, it depends on the engine. For example, if they say the new game, most likely the new games will always be around Smash 4 engine because, I guess it's just the mix between competitive and casual, because Brawl was aimed more towards casual play.
Right.
Melee was more aimed towards hardcore, but I guess they made it a tiny bit more difficult, or they just didn't care at the time. 64 was like, we're just going to make a game.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I think. And I think that the next few games will kind of just be in the middle, so it wouldn't be too bad anyway. I mean, I'm going to play them regardless.
All right. Anything you want to say to any of the fans before you head off to, getting ready for EVO and all that stuff?
If you see me at EVO, definitely do not make any Palutena jokes.
Okay.
Definitely. No, I'm just kidding. But actually, when I lost to Ramen, I woke up to him and I'm like, good luck in bracket, young sir. And then he lost right away, and I was like, I cursed him.
The curse, yeah.
I cursed him.
There.
I gave him the death touch.
Yeah, straight into his psyche. Zero, thank you so much for the interview. I really appreciate you coming in the studio. This has been great to catch up with you and to sort of get your insights here on Smash 4. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of our coverage of all things esports here at Yahoo Esports.